What's going on, Alicia Madison YouTube chat? That was fast. Still getting set up over here. Wow, people in both chats fast? What is going on? What's up, Optimus Scrim? What are you good folks doing tonight? I'm Know Nothing Attorney. I know nothing, so you can too. Because it's only in embracing that we know nothing that we can actually learn anything. And that's what we do here every day we can. I'm a little confused, like, these messages sure showed up fast. Were they old messages that I'm just now getting, or are you guys actually here? Huh. Whoa. So quick. Oof. Okay, so ICE is still happening. ICE is still a constitutional violation. Our rights are being violated more and more every day, and we're just, the majority of people just acting like it's normal. Yeah, he's going downhill, but that just triggers, it seems, a faster spiral. His health is bad. Yeah. With his health going bad and his, oh, there we go. With his health getting bad and the Epstein files, I mean, I already said with the Epstein files, I was like, now that this has been passed, now we get to see what happens when you push a dictator into a corner. No, Vance, I've always said that Vance can't keep this train rolling. I think maybe the hope is that Erica Kirk can, which may be why they're setting up the marriage. It's happening. It's going to happen. I bet we're going to get a divorce and then a marriage announcement by the end of the year. Yeah, I mean, Erica is a woman. That's a problem for them. What's up? It all costs money. That's a problem for Republicans. I feel so sorry for her. I mean, I can only feel so sorry. It is a conspiracy, but it's one I buy into. So what's the deal with her missing wedding ring? What's up with that? The only thing is if Trump kicks off before the midterms, the GOP will try to sanctify him like they did with Reagan. People realized what Charlie Kirk actually said? What do you mean? When did people realize this? We are Charlie Kirk, aren't we? How weird Erica is? Trump, yeah. So, Maddie, do you have the finger on the pulse of who's next then? Are we having like what? Tucker versus Jon Stewart? Are you serious with Rubio? You think after the ICE crackdown, we're gonna go for President Rubio? To be honest, I don't see how Jon Stewart hasn't reached the point where he's like, I don't see what other choice I have. Because that's kind of where I got to, where I was like, I have to start a channel, I guess. I don't know what I will be able to do, but I have to do something. Cuomo. Nobody to reunite the center like Cuomo. MAGA types don't care about hypocrisy. I think they do when it comes to daddy. They have to have a daddy, and I don't think they're ready to call Rubio daddy. Sliwa. The thing about Trump and MAGA is that he's kneecapped his biggest GOP rivals. I mean, has Russia not trained a replacement? Did they bet everything on Trump? Bet it all on Orange? Surely there have, like... Oh. It's going to be some other billionaire, I'm sure, is going to be the way this goes. You have to have rock, paper, scissors? Is that what you're saying, Optimus? Gotta have a triumvirate of power. They don't, but I think that's where we have to look for the replacement. I don't think they're going to be able to do what he did. I don't think that... Like, the crazy weird thing that, like, nobody appreciates, nobody seems to appreciate, at least not vocally that I've heard of, is, like, Trump is, basically KGB trained. And I guess trained in the word, in the terms of, like, a KGB dog rather than a, like an operative. Agent Krasnov. Who's Agent Krasnov? It's not a name I'm familiar with. Whoa, what to know about the rumor Trump was recruited by KGB in 1987? I didn't even know about this rumor. Like, I feel like it had to be KGB connections with the New York Russian mafia, because these aren't strictly KGB strategies that Trump is employing. It's mafia strategies, and it's mafia strategies with, like, if mafia strategies are the missile, the guidance system is the KGB. In February 2025, Alnur Musayev, a former Soviet and Kazakh security official, claimed in a Facebook post that U.S. President Donald Trump was recruited in 1987 by the KGB, the intelligence agency of the Soviet Union, and assigned the code name Krasnov. Oh, it's his code name? Well, sure he does, but... like, surely they're not all operating through him. Right, that's why he's a trained dog, not a trained operative. Musayev's post didn't state whether he personally recruited Trump or simply knew about the recruitment, nor did it state whether Trump actively participated in espionage or was just a potential asset. this is starting to make sense with the Epstein thing. Holy shit, did Epstein have it backwards? Was he being used and he thought he was using Trump? Wow. Well, because Epstein was asking his brother if Putin knew about the blowjob. What, don't people say that he had some connections with fuck, why can't I, Mossad? God, this is psycho. American intelligence lost. American intelligence lost big time. Jesus. Well, I mean, it doesn't seem to me like any other conspiracies have much weight, considering that it is only just now that things are falling apart at rapid pace. Let's jump over here. This is the Snopes article. Because nobody is actually competent at not leaking information. Well, that's what just happened with the WAPO reporter, right? They're figuring out how to be efficient at making people not leak. Yeah, you don't need a conspiracy to be quiet if you just control how the masses think. We've had so many fucking leaks and nobody gives a shit. God damn. What were the texts with Macron? Which story was this? There we go. I do not understand what you are doing on Greenland. But that couldn't have been the whole thing. My friend, we are totally in line with Syria. Oh, on Syria. We can do great things on Iran. I do not understand what you are doing on Greenland. Let us try to build great things. I can set up a G7 meeting after Davos in Paris on Thursday afternoon. I can invite the Ukrainians, the Danish, the Syrians, and the Russians in the margins. Let us have a dinner together in Paris, together on Thursday before you go back to the US. Oh my god, he said Iceland instead of Greenland? Oh, fuck. We're preparing Minnesota to fill with Vikings. Was this part of his speech at Davos yesterday? Davos. Got my vowel wrong. Look at me being unknowledgeable. Let's watch a speech. This is not the right thing. How did I get here? This is not what I want. I'm not even on the right page. Oh, whoops. Don't do it. Surely I can get the highlights, right? Davos speech highlights. Oh my god, you'll feel so brain dead after. This is a 3-minute video. Trump's Davos speech in 3 minutes. Surely we can... Okay, let's do a 9-minute one. That's better.
We never ask.
Hello, window? What you doing, window? What's happening? Okay. Well, that window's dead. Goodbye, window. Yeah, I mainly just like I don't want to listen to Trump speeches much anymore. I mainly just look for like the quotes from his speeches because I just fucking can't, man. And I feel like most of what I caught didn't capture everything. There we go.
For anything, and we never got anything. We probably won't get anything unless I decide to use excessive strength and force where we would be, frankly, unstoppable.
Is this his opening? What the fuck? Jesus Christ, just an open threat to the entire world? Wow. Yeah, I'm not so sure about how did he put it? I'm not so sure about peace.
But I won't do that. Okay? Now everyone's saying, oh, good. That's probably the biggest statement I made because people thought I would use force. I don't have to use force. I don't want to use force. I won't use force. All the United States is asking for is a place called Greenland where we already had it.
I won't use force. All we're asking for is this one thing. Dear leader needs more coherence. All we're asking for is submission of Denmark. I mean, you couldn't stop us, but I won't do it. We're just asking for one thing, guys. Yeah, chemical warfare yesterday. That video fucked me up. Yeah, this is protection money. This is mafia strategies.
As a trustee, but respectfully returned it back to Denmark not long ago after we defeated.
By executive order, I am now selling America to Russia. It's a good deal. I'm making so much money.
The Germans, the Japanese, the Italians, and others in World War II. We gave it back to them.
It's not a real taco. That's not what it like. I don't like the whole taco idea because really it's just Carl Schmitt. It's just Carl Schmitt. Push on the boundary, back off. Push on the boundary, back off. Push further, back off. I mean, I'm sure the stock market responds to Carl Schmitt's strategy. Like, okay, all right, no, things are normal. This is normal now. This is new normal. We have adjusted.
We were a powerful force then, but we are a much more powerful force now. After I rebuilt the military in my first term and continue to do so today, we have a budget of $1.5 trillion. So what we have gotten out of NATO is nothing except to protect Europe from the Soviet Union and now Russia. I mean, we've helped them for so many years. We've never gotten anything.
Right. There are no deals happening between Europe and America.
Until I came along, we paid for, in my opinion, 100% of NATO because they weren't paying their bills. And all we're asking
we paid for 100% of NATO. Right. Of course. You know what, guys? I think we need to make America great again. Like, we need to focus on American rights. I think American citizens should have more rights. I think we should focus on soft power. We should really be extending our soft power to other countries. I believe in making America great again. I believe in America first policy. We need to put America first. That means like strengthening our economy, focusing on soft power, because that gets us everywhere we want to go. And man, just beef up those rights. That's America first.
Or is to get Greenland, including right, title, and ownership, because you need the ownership to defend it.
He's talking like a real estate guy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Gotta get Greenland, including right, title, and ownership.
You can't defend it.
I hate to say that America needs to be penalized for this, of course, because I don't want to be punished for this, because I didn't choose this. And really, they're just conning a bunch of old people. A bunch of old people and unintelligent people. They're con victims. And the rest of us just have to pay the price. It's like our idiot brother got into like a raw deal that they ended up that they couldn't pay for the rest of it, but they're gonna get fucked up real bad if they don't pay for the rest of it, and we have to pay the rest of the cost. Because, fuck, it's our stupid brother.
On a lease.
Make the change, hint, hint.
Number one, legally it's not defensible that way, totally. And number two,
Billy Blee, I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. After Europe sells off U.S. bonds, Americans will go bankrupt, which is not good for the people.
Which is a large piece of ice in the middle of the ocean where if there is a war, much of the action will take place.
You know, Billy Blee, that's a really good point. It's almost like that is the end goal. Like, Russia knows, like, that there is a certain extent that they can get out of America, and isolating it and bankrupting it is probably the best they can get out of it. And that is probably the plan. Accelerationism? That's the solution? Or what? I mean, I don't think Trump is really listening anymore. Accelerationism is the plan? To what end? Do you mean something other than economic crisis? In what way do you mean, Optimus Scrum? Are you talking about China again? Neither the United States nor Russia is doing well, and it is ordinary people who suffer the most harm. Like, I wouldn't disbelieve it if we found out that God, I don't even know how to get this fucking window to go away. I don't know why it shows up and I can't get it to go away. Fucking get lost, man. Thank you. Like I wouldn't be surprised if we ended up finding out that this is all Putin was trained to do, and it's all he knows how to do, and he will consider his life goal accomplished if he destroys America. If that's what we find out, like he's a trained dog and he's just doing what he was trained to do, wouldn't surprise me in the least. They have no hope of returning to the world of economics and trade in a timely manner unless they have American support after, which they won't. Yeah. If Russia and Ukraine war ends with US intervention peace agreement, Russia will be back in world markets within a few years. If Russia and Ukraine does not end on American peace-led terms, Russia won't return for a couple of decades. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Place on that piece of ice. Think of it. Those missiles would be flying right over the center of that piece of ice. Canada gets a lot of free.
I don't want to hear Trump say piece of ice. I really don't want to hear that. Maybe the goal is to isolate America and then say, like, well, who else do we have to turn to as an ally? But like Russia's like willing to support us, so we'll support them back. Maybe that's it. We got to go through all the pain of separating. Man, I don't fucking know.
Freebies from us, by the way. They should be grateful also, but they're not. I watched your prime minister yesterday. He wasn't so grateful. But they should be grateful to us. Canada lives because of the United States. Remember that, Mark, the next time you make your statements. So other presidents have spent, whether foolish.
Canada lives because of the United States? What the fuck? I know you did.
And trillions of dollars on NATO and gotten absolutely nothing in return. We've never asked for anything. It's always a one-way street. Now they want us to help them with Ukraine. And let me say, we're going to. I'm really helping, not even them. I want to see, last week, if you saw, it was 10,000 soldiers, but last month it was 31,000 soldiers died. 31,000, that's this room times, the number of people in this room times 30. Think of it. 30,000 soldiers died in 1 month. The month before it was 27,000.
It's really interesting that you say that, Optimus. And Billy Blee, I'm curious about what your thoughts are on this. It was 2023. I want to say 2023. Yeah. 2023, my friend went back to China after living there for 10 years. And his wife is from China. And he said that being there, it really makes it stand out how shitty the outlook is in America in terms of economic prosperity. Like you can just, he said you can just feel the vibe is different. There's like hopefulness in terms of like economic prosperity. Like the money is moving. There's like local business, like people, there isn't the lead weight in the air of just uncertainty. But they went back this summer and he said, no, it feels exactly like here over there now. It feels totally different than 2 years ago. So I'm curious, Optimus, if you know much about China, and Billy Blee, I know you know some stuff about China, so I'm curious what y'all's thoughts are on that. So like, if China's benefiting from this, like what is it like us and the billionaires are doing great, but okay. Still trying to rebound from COVID?
It was 25,000. It's a bloodbath. Europe, I'm helping NATO, and I've until the last few days when I told them about Iceland, they loved me. They called me daddy, right? The last time. A very smart man said, he's our daddy. He's running it. I was like running it. I went from running it to being a terrible human being. But now what I'm asking for is a piece of ice, cold and poorly located, that can play a vital role in world peace and world protection. It's a very small ask compared to what we have given them for.
China benefits at the moment because it wants to project an image of stability and cohesion that is translating into equity as the superpower of the world. That's why they've been shifting from US-led markets also for a few years. Yeah.
Many, many decades. But the problem with NATO is that we'll be there for them.
Like, I want to figure out why the poorer folk don't understand. Like, why did you elect a literal symbol of how the system fucks you over? Like, yes, punish me harder, daddy. What the fuck are you doing?
Them 100%. But I'm not sure that they'd be there for us if we gave them the call. Gentlemen, we are being attacked. We're under attack by such and.
I don't think, like, if you press them on it, I don't think MAGA would disagree that they are anti-intellectual. They might come back and say, well, anti-establishment. But, like, you gotta sit there and go, like, what? Do you not see what's wrong with a movement that tells you not to listen to the people who know stuff? Do you really not see that? Yeah, I mean, they're overtly anti-intellectual. Fucking.
In such a nation.
They are proud of their idiot president. And they refuse to acknowledge that he's an idiot because they don't want to acknowledge that they are idiots. But they're like, look, we can do it. Idiots can do it.
I know them all very well. I'm not sure that they'd be there. I know we'd be there for them. I don't know that they'd be there for us. So with all of the money we expend, with all of the blood, sweat, and tears, I don't know that they'd be there for us. But I also inherited a mess with Ukraine and Russia, something that would have never happened. And I know Putin very well. He and I would discuss Ukraine. It was the apple of his eye, but he wasn't going to do anything. I said, Vladimir, you're not doing it. He would never have done it. It was terrible what happened. I could see it happening, too. After I left, I could see it happening. Biden had given Ukraine and NATO $350 billion, staggering.
I didn't see the farmer one. I saw the I've already forgotten the kid's name because I don't give a shit about him. The Minnesota kid. He agreed how shit his life was at the moment with Trump, but said, I literally turned this off. How do I get you to go away forever? This is not helpful. There. Done. Go away. He agreed how shit his life was at the moment with Trump, but said he would still vote for him again because he's fighting corruption. Brother. Oh no, bigger one? Look at the MAGA parents. What? Oh, with Hassan? I watched the one with Hassan. That was... It's so sad. Oh, with just the kids? I haven't watched the one with just the kids. But, like, Hassan, like, shared my philosophy on talking with these people, which I was surprised to see. And it's like, figure out what they care about, talk to them about it from the perspective of like building on what they care about, and then they'll end up at the same conclusion as you. He even said the same thing about like at their core, these people have good values. We shared values about doing good for people. They just have built so many lies on top of that stuff that they have lost sight of what's at the bottom of it. They're not all of them. Some of them are just horrid people and never learned compassion.
Staggering sum, $350 billion. I came in and just like the Southern.
I agree, but I think I think you can redeem some evil. I would say that my ex-in-laws are evil. I mean, hell, my dad doesn't vote for Trump, but he's evil. I think my like childhood friend and his parents, who were basically like adopted parents to me, would think they're evil. But I think these people could be redeemed.
Border.
I still sit here and think about like the last conversation I had with that friend where I told him I was worried that he was going to vote for literal fascism, and he has not talked to me since, even though I've reached out to him and said, hey man, I want to talk. That was like a couple months ago. And so it's been over a year. And I sit here and I wonder every day that he sees the news, what does he think? That was like one of my best friends. Cannot possibly see the videos of ICE and think that is good at all. There's no possible way for that to be good. Continuing to support that is just insanely evil. I mean, absolutely. Like, just open and blatant like violations of the Fourth Amendment among everything else. Just like, we're going to go door to door and you are allowed to use force to enter. And like, I saw a Reddit post earlier today that was like, hey, you should know about Minnesota's castle law. And I'm just like, and I'm glad that I saw some responses that go, if you use the castle doctrine in your home in Minnesota, expect to die. You will die. And I didn't see this in the comment. Not only will you die, but you will have hurt the rest of us. Like, hey, do your thing. Your rights are being violated. You stand up for your rights the way you see fit. But I also want you to realize that you are hurting the rest of us because that's what they want. They want you to start fighting back with guns. That will justify to these people the Insurrection Act. They want you to start using guns. I'm sure that's right. Yeah, of your own countrymen. Yep. And it's crazy to think that when we established these rights in the Constitution, we did it for people. We had the expectation that there would be more people, there would be more Americans. And we defended the rights of people because we built a nation out of nothing but people. There was not something here before. Once we kicked King George out of here, there was not something here other than people. So we had no expectation of protecting anyone but people. I guess we protected states too, which was just smaller groups of people. And now there's this idea in the air that's like these rights don't apply to non-citizens. And it's like, where the fuck did you get that idea? That is not in there. I mean, even that's hard to say. They reformed in what way? What do you mean?
Just like inflation, just like our economy, I said, wow, this place is in trouble, meaning our country. All of these things were out of control. But the border was out of control. We fixed it with the strongest border anywhere in the world. And I've now been working on this war for 1 year, during which time I settled 8 other wars. India, Pakistan. I settled other wars that were Vladimir Putin called me. Armenia,
Name them. Name them, Trump.
Azerbaijan. He said, I can't believe you settled that
I'm sorry, what?
He said, I can't believe you settled that one. They were going on for 35 years. Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan. ABBA.
He said, I can't believe you settled that one. They were going on for 35 years.
I solved the war.
And President Putin called me. He said, you know, I can't believe I've worked on that war for 10 years trying to settle it. I couldn't do it. I said, do me a favor, focus on settling your war. Don't worry about that one.
Azerbaijan.
What does the United States get out of all of this work, all of this money, other than death, destruction, and massive amounts of cash going to people who don't appreciate what we do? They don't appreciate what we do. I'm talking about NATO. I'm talking about Europe. They have to work on Ukraine. We don't. The United States is very far away. We have a big, beautiful ocean separating us. We have nothing to do with it. Until I
can't believe he
along,
just
NATO
has to
was
sit
only
there
supposed
watching
to
Trump
pay
do this
2% of
for an
GDP.
hour.
But they weren't paying. Most of the countries weren't paying anything. The United States was paying for virtually 100.
I'm not catching where the cuts are. I don't know where the cuts are for this video. I don't think I can watch any more of this. Nick Shirley response?
All right, so normally and historically, my policy for whenever somebody's saying some factually inaccurate stuff about me online is to turn the other cheek, keep my head down, and get back to grinding. But in this case, with Mr. Nick Shirley, who is now falsely accusing me of conducting an unfairly edited interview, I think I'm going to pick option 2 and let people know what went down. Journalistic integrity is something that I kind of take a little while missing the entire point of the dialogue, which was to try to find common ground on issues like affordability and the collapse of the mainstream media. I mean, I fundamentally hope that everything you're saying...
No, like he is a perfect representation of where kids are at. Like, he's so lost in the internet sauce. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Is this the one you're talking about? The all-white community? The all-white community one? Oh my God.
Quite a while, I saw how they treated white people. It's not very good, and yet all the hate is on white males.
You would get beat up if you said something racial to a black person.
You saw that happen?
Yes.
They said something like, man, the hood ain't the hood anymore, as in like they were unhappy with my response.
Almost exclusively white communities exist all around the United States off of paper merely because of
my God.
socioeconomics. And that
Are we learning Viking sword fighting? Oh, wow. I remember doing that in San Marcos. This guy?
Almost exclusive.
For legal reasons, I believe Italians and Irish were actually always considered white.
Thank you. Can you show us around, you think?
Sure, of course.
What?
You're watching Channel 5 News, broadcasting live from the Mojave mainframe. And today, we have a special report.
Ladies and gentlemen, the USA is in the state of emergency, and that emergency is related to rapid community decline. In 2019, more than 60% of Americans thought that in-person community...
Well, let's go to the most replayed.
Catch my drift. For all these reasons, we here at Channel 5 trust Ground News to help us cut shit. I really believe in what these guys are doing, and I encourage you to check it out. Ground News. All right.
Yeah, for real.
My name is Jonathan Malorn. This is Josephine Moore, and we live on the land here at RTTL.
Have you guys had any kids yet?
No, we're not married.
yet.
Oh, you guys are dating?
Yes. We're
Courting.
What's courting?
Courting is just like dating with more steps. Essentially, we have to be like verified by our supervisors and guardians, people we look up to and respect, and they both monitor our relationship and
Oh, God, no. Oh, please, no, God, why, no. Uh.
and help to advise whether or not we are good for each other. If they decide we are good for each other, then they walk us along and help us to pursue the relationship that would, end in the best outcome, which would be getting married and having as many children as possible.
For John,
What do you think about the notion that by the time the Civil Rights Act was passed, they already had the short end of the stick?
I would say that they were not at an advantage, obviously. The expectation that the black community should have reached parity in a
I would say black people didn't have advantages over us. That's one thing that I would say. I mean, they might be cousins. I don't know.
generation is crazy. Obviously, that would be impossible. It'd require massive top-down social engineering and redistribution of resources. Now, we have
Socialism?
done that over the 20th century, but I think we overcorrected.
Well, for example, like small business.
Where does he actually talk to this guy? What is this? I'm curious about anything with women in here.
go to such lengths to feel seen and heard is a symptom of a far greater social ill than meets the naked eye through this video. The American experiment is beginning to crack in new ways. And
It'd be great if people didn't do that to it. The internet is seriously the biggest problem in the world.
Coeur d'Alene, I looked up the census information, and it's dropped.
Why not just like go to Idaho?
Well, because I'm not just thinking about what would be convenient or easy now for us. I'm also thinking, what will the country look like for my kids and grandkids? Coeur d'Alene, I looked up the census information.
Huh. Well. The Jack Smith hearing was kind of disappointing earlier today. Didn't really feel like anything came of that. Minneapolis on fire. Is there anything going on in Minneapolis right now? Doesn't look like anything right now. Oh, thanks. All right, you have a good one. Ooh, even quieter than normal in here today.
I got you.
Thank you, 8th Circuit. What the fuck?
He's not gonna be able to breathe. This is what happens when you have ice in Minneapolis. They don't know how to do their job.
Oh, holy shit, dude. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Just the same video over again? God damn. Wow, dude. What's up, Elaney? What are you talking about? What? Hope what worked out? the Oh, I haven't had the opportunity today to look at it. But what were you talking about with it not being big on reading? Oh, well, thank you. Am I supposed to be engaging with something that I wasn't aware of? I have mentions? Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I didn't see that. Huh. Let's Chief is in there. What do you mean, what's wrong with Deltarune? What's wrong with Deltarune, by the way? But what do you mean, what's wrong with Deltarune? I am on YouTube right now. That chat is always dead. Dead. Oh, well, thank you. My first couple months were just me streaming, me making my first YouTube video.
Back away and fuck right off!
Oh, right. I still haven't fixed Nightbot. Damn, I need more hours in the day.
Waste of fucking air! Fuck every last fucking one of you! Coward! Coward! Traitor! Coward! Fucker! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Oh, well, thank you, Eleni. I'm still confused. I still want to know what you mean with what's wrong with Deltarune. I don't understand the question. Deltarune Theory video is still coming, and I still expect it to be absolutely massive, because I think I figured out at least what the main... I don't know how to explain that. The main antagonist's goal is in the game, and that I think has broken everything wide open. I need to, after this, like, spend a little bit of time going into that further on my own time. What's up, Dastorch? Got you on your way to work again? Their streets. Our streets. Hell yeah. Well, I'm not going to be here for another 2 hours. I'm not going to be around much longer. Just for the sake of it, since I can see the YouTube chat of this video, and a lot of the talk on here is just about Renee Good. For sure, from an attorney, every one of those bullets would be judged separately. We can just cut bullet 1 out of the equation. There is no justification for bullet 2 and bullet 3. So if you stick the conversation to that, they've got nothing. If you want, you can call me Stork. It is the direct translation. Oh. The Stork. What? Do you not appreciate the Minnesota loon? What's the view like into America from out there these days? Not good. Is that an ICE guy threatening to shoot them in the fucking face? Hey, Misty Lane, how's it going? How can a grown man believe that the Ten Commandments have no place in school? Because public schools, and that's strictly what I'm talking about, public schools are funded by the government, and the government is intended to be secular by the Founding Fathers. As framed by the First Amendment claiming that the Congress shall make no law establishing a religion. So the government should not be putting any sort of religious teaching, including religious laws, in our schools. Thanks, Misty Lane. Oh, it's a Laney. Oh, how dare you? How dare you? Fucker. Like, because of late stage capitalism in the U.S. was basically a country pretending to be an industrial country while having the public infrastructure of a developing country. At point the bubble pop of the housing market in the 2000s. Yeah. Yeah, we hate making things easy on ourselves over here. Like, we have no guardrails in place to actually enforce the Constitution, apparently. Nobody in government cares. No, Misty. Not as government employees, they can't. When you're employed by the government, you have two roles. You have your individual role and your role as a government employee. And the government employee does not have free speech rights. You're so good at asking questions that actually engage me. You trick me into debating no one. Ha, pedophile protector. Look at that ICE asshole having a cigarette break by his graffitied car. So why am I anti-ICE? Well, for one, I think there should be a benefit out of if you're going to hurt people, at least have some benefit from it. I don't see where the benefit is. For two, we can see the ICE memo very blatantly violating the Fourth Amendment. Cool. The system of democracy is dated. I would always argue for a relative system of seat distribution, not an absolute. But yeah, the tools to secure what you are. How do you decide who represents each? I don't know what subgroup you're talking. Like, how do you decide what the subgroups are, and how do you decide who represents them? Let's say hypothetically that is true. Would you abolish the police entirely because one corrupt cop hurts someone or breaks the Fourth Amendment? Hey, listen, all cops are pigs, or all cops are bastards. That doesn't mean individuals who are cops are bastards. Like I said, every governmental employee holds two roles. But no, I would still argue that the police are necessary. We just need to recognize that they're bastards. One cop hurts someone or breaks the Fourth Amendment? Oh, yeah. I don't see what particular service ICE provides.
Get the fuck out of here!
Is ICE reform possible? No. Stork, I hope you're writing a response about, like, how you would do that without democracy. ICE reform is not possible because of the methods used to recruit people, the training they have received, and the type of people recruited. It's fucked now. The whole thing's fucked. Since I have a bit more time and attention today, maybe I should introduce myself. Hello, I am Stork, a librarian in Germany. I'm a leftist, well-educated in basic philosophy and some advanced leftist ones. I worked for a member of state parliament here in 2023 and 2024. Hell yeah, way to be a civil servant. I love that. And way to be a librarian. Hell yeah. fuck is happening now? Oh, I'm sorry. What were those people doing again? Explain? What? I mean, democracy, I mean, you vote on a nationwide level and the parties get seats depending on the percentage, not the winner takes it all system, but you... Okay, so you continue to have parties and then you just vote for the party... They... Welcome back, Lainey. Kill yourself. YouTube chat is now saying this is from a couple weeks ago. Well. Oh my god, look at it. That's fucking America right there. Jesus. Who's playing drums? What the fuck? Welcome to the end of a country. My only concern with that, Stork, is America is so big. I'm really concerned about people having no idea who their representatives are. I really think we need to go back to, like, we need to find a way for people to be more personalized with their representatives. I think it's the only way in America you can get trust in the system again. ICE just took off in the opposite direction. Who are, like, what are these guys doing? Alright, guys. I'm gonna call it a night. I get your point, but an absolute system cements a 2- or 3-party system, and so the range of what is possible and the categories where people think of are limited. Also, you can have a mixed system. You can also have a mixed system with ranked choice voting. Nothing we're gonna do is... nothing's gonna fix the problems other than a constitutional convention. That's the only thing we can do. So we could institute ranked choice voting. I don't know. we could at least debate some different ideas at a constitutional convention. All right, have a good night. I'm Know Nothing Attorney. I know nothing, so you can too, because it's only in it, embracing that we know nothing that we can actually learn anything. And that's what we try to do here every day. As always, I'm proud of you. I don't need to know you personally for that to be true. It's for it to be real. It's true, and you deserve to hear it. If only at a minimum, because life is hard. It's always been hard, and it always will be hard. But the way you face each and every single day, the way you do, is remarkable. So stay remarkable, and I'll see you next time. Good night.